Hey dudes, what's time? It is 4:06. Sorry I'm late today. On the what date is it? 6th of April 2020. Talking bollocks, part 11. Sorry I'm late. I've actually been out the house. Like left my road for the first time in 2 weeks. Yes, I was massively social distancing because for most of the time I was actually in the car. I decided to take the car for a 20-minute run because I'm really worried that it's going to stop working properly, or the battery's going to go flat or something if I don't run the car a little bit, which is actually happened on Christmas Eve the last time that happened. But anyway, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody is okay and everyone's doing all right today. It's weird that this is now 2 weeks since kind of the lockdown got proper big and serious. I know some of you have been locked down a lot longer than that. I was out the front today because I had a parcel received from Very because I decided to order sun loungers for the back garden to make sure that encourage us all to go outside and get some air once a day at the very, very least. And while I was out there, I was talking to the neighbour next door who wants some of the wood in the front garden, and actually her husband hasn't been out for 4 weeks because he has lots of underlying heart conditions, health issues and so forth, for he hasn't been out, which is like, it's weird, isn't it? And I realised today, I went and got some food as well. I haven't gone and done any big shops. We've just in the last couple of days sort of done small shops from small local shops and sort of, but that was my first time in being in a shop since they've done the 2 meters apart, and it's really weird. It's sort of I found that sort of, in the Tesco Express, this is my cat Pudding, who clearly wants to join in with talking bollocks today. I found it really hard to do the 2 meters apart, because even though they have this yellow and black tape on the floor, and little signs in between saying, have this box apart from the next person, there was another woman down the same aisle as me as I was choosing stuff. This woman down the same aisle was choosing stuff too, and then it became this sort of chess game of she got nearer to me, so I moved further away, and then I moved further away, so the security guard moved further away, which it was kind of, I don't normally get stress shopping that much, but it was kind of this weird game of 2 meter human drafts or something, or checkers, whichever one you want to call it. So it's kind of a bit odd. I don't know what I've got on my finger. I did also take out the big dog in the car with me and drop something off at someone's house and had a chat with them for sort of 20 minutes. Actually, we were more than 2 meters apart. We were more like 6 meters apart. But it is strange. It sort of it made me realise, talking to them and also yesterday doing this, how important this has become to me, because this is sort of almost the only part of my day that's actually timetabled in, and I'm good with not timetable everything else in. I'm quite capable of creating my own sort of schedule if I wanted to, but I find that the way that I live my life anyway, there was things that were timetabled in, but there was also things that weren't, and so it is, if that's your thing, then that's your thing, great, but it's not my thing. I did not want to get up this morning for the 9:30 yoga class that I had online. I started that this morning. Thanks, Lee. That was brilliant. She's someone I know from home educating, and she also teaches yoga. I can already feel that I'm aching. So goodness knows what it's going to be like in a couple of days. So that was nice this morning. I kind of sort of started the day sort of doing a bit of exercise, a bit of meditation in there as well, a bit of breathing, mindfulness breathing, and it felt good to sort of do something. I must admit, I am missing doing my normal exercise classes, and being an extrovert like I am and a very, very social person, I do like time apart, and I do like by myself. But there are certain points of the day where you're like, okay, what do I do next? And there's so many things that I could do. There's so many things that I could clean, and there's so many things that I could do. But it's almost like there's so much time to do things. I feel paralysed with time because I have so much time to do things. Then I decide to not do anything. I have found it's been really nice just sort of sitting more with the cat during the day. Like she's now chilling and sort of reading my book, and I really like playing Angry Birds as well. So I play that, and I think it's really important to actually have those moments where you just acknowledge that you are out of sync of normal everyday life. But it is making me think about what I want to take into life after all this happens, and I often am rushing around and doing. Hello. I'm often rushing around doing so many things that I don't think I give myself enough time to just sit and think more. So I do want to try and put more meditation into my day. Now, I know it's not for everybody, but I do find, I do find some meditations I have is like I have really busy meditation time periods, and then other times sort of I drift away and realise that I've kind of have been completely in the just sitting with myself and breathing, and then other times my mind's really busy. So I am possibly thinking about trying to bring more meditation in now, 10 minutes a day, and then bring more of it in later on. I don't know whether that's going to work or not. I also think that it shows you how much stuff that you can go without doing, that actually, and it also has shown me how much stuff that I really miss doing, and I'm sure that all of us are missing lots of things right now, and lots of things within our normal everyday life. I'm also trying not to get my head too in the stage of, I've got all this time, I must create something or I must do something. And I know I talked about this before, but actually it's really important just to understand that this is unprecedented. Never in history have we been asked to do something like this. Yes, I know they probably during bubonic plague or something wanted people to stay in, but this is unprecedented. And I feel that even though I don't necessarily think that our government is telling us the complete truth, I also feel like I don't want to be one of those dicks that do go out when it's unnecessary and possibly then give it to someone else. So we can do this. We can do this, guys. We got this. It is sad that lots of things are being cancelled. And it is sad that lots of things are actually not going ahead now. But we've just got to make sure that when everything does kick off again, that we do things, I don't know, differently is the best way to think about it. And maybe a little bit more different. I guess it all depends on your own individual thing of what it is that you actually want to take more into your life. And I think for me it is the meditation. I did it on Saturday, as I said on Saturday, and I really enjoyed it, and I'm planning to do it tomorrow as well. I'm also planning to do more yoga as well. It wasn't so nice weather. I was planning to do yoga in the garden this morning, but the weather was actually really chilly, and I thought that's probably not the best thing to do, is to let my bones sort of get cold. So I did it in my bedroom. I've not got a load of space in my bedroom, but it worked okay. I got around it. I did feel twinging in my hip with my bad hip, so I worked around that as well. And myself and Elliot yesterday, after I did Talking Bollocks Part 10 yesterday, myself and Elliot actually did practicing some sword play in the garden. Goodness knows what the neighbours must have thought, because I accidentally got Elliot on the thumb, and it really hurt him. But it's all right. It's okay. There's no blood or no serious injury. Yeah, so we're going to do more practice today. So I'm just going to have some coffee. I'm also being aware that yesterday it's because we don't have to go out and drive and stuff, that I'm probably not drinking as much as I would in a normal week, but I'm also having drinking at like sort of different times, where I wouldn't necessarily drink. But it's been I did like going out in the car today. I have really missed going out in the car. Oh, there's cat hair everywhere. Like, the cat is really molting at the moment. There we go. Oh, Lisa, she is a total pain in the arse. Lisa Colette has just said she's in love with the cat. There's the full picture of what a large lump of tortoiseshell cat she is. If you see that I often on my hands have scratches, it's her. Because even though she loves me, she loves to bite me too. We were trying to work it out today, and I have written it down. I think we've had her 10 years. She, like all of the animals, apart from the snakes and the fish that we have right now, have been given to us. So Pudding was, actually, she was advertised in Gumtree. And my other cat, I think had died, Simi had died in 2008, and she was a foster cat. And Simi was a foster cat that had come to my house from the Crystal Palace RSPCA, and it was when I lived in a flat. And she'd come to be fostered, and she never left. And she'd come to be fostered in 1995, and she never left, Simi, and she was a bit of a miserable fucker of a cat. She'd lived with an old lady, and the old lady had passed away, and not this cat, this is Pudding. The old lady had passed away, and she'd gone to the old lady's daughter's home, and the old lady's daughter had two very young children who I think were just toddling. They were not torturing, but sometimes cats need spaces to escape children. And I don't think the woman really wanted her, so I ended up getting Simi in 96, and she passed away in 2008, and I think we got Pudding pretty much the same year, so that means that we'll probably have her for 12 years. So I think she's maybe 1. She was 1 or 2 at the time, so she's whatever. You work out the maths. I'm too busy clearing the fur from her face. Because we've got the big dog, Pudding lives up here. She does go outside in the garden via the roof, but as she's got older, I think she just really loves sitting on my lap. She didn't really sit on my lap a lot as when we first had her. She did actually used to rugby tackle Tallulah, who is the Yorkshire Terrier, and actually terrorise her, which was it wasn't funny for Tallulah, but it was funny for us, I have to say. She was beaten up by her uncle who lived next door, and the woman just wanted rid of her. I think she's very pretty. I think she's quite large for a female cat. They did tell me at the time that she was mixed with something else, and I gotta say I think she is, because she does have a long tail, about half the length more as normal sized cats. Yeah, she's very sweet. She does love a cuddle. I'm trying to keep her look on her face, because she does suddenly turn around and, like the aliens from Alien, the face huggers. She has done that to me occasionally, which really, really hurts. When we first got her, she was so desperate for affection that she would sit like a little wig around my head, and she would just sit there, and I couldn't work out why I kept on getting these what I thought were bite marks on my head, and it took me a couple of weeks of realising that she was padding my head, that it was her. Oh, covered in cat hair now. We really love animals, all of us in the family, and apparently I've been told that the Imogen and Elliot are going to get bearded dragons once this is all over, which is fine because it's their money and they'll be sorting them out. I wanted to talk today actually as something sort of came up during the meditation and yoga and talking to my friend Lee, who is the yoga teacher that I did this morning. If anyone is interested in having an online yoga class with Lee. I'm sure she could arrange something with you. I don't know if she's got space to do more, but yeah, she did it on Zoom and it worked pretty well. Occasionally she just had chest areas or bum areas of mine where I was going a bit closer to the thing, but I couldn't keep moving it around, so we managed. It was okay. There's a lot of fear at the moment, and I think, you know, during meditation, this has been touched on, the fear of the fear itself, because obviously we all are going to pass one day to wherever you believe we go after we die, and there's a lot of stuff in the news about the death rate and stuff like this, and it is scary, but it is hard to just bring it back to the here and now. And I find limiting the news and limiting the talk about it all is somewhat helpful. You know, yesterday, I was feeling a bit agitated yesterday, even though I'd had a nice day. I'd relaxed in the garden, and then I'd had Imogen as my guest on Talking Bollocks, and the snakes had come out and stuff like that. I found I was a bit agitated, and I was trying to find something to watch, and we've now got Disney Plus and Now and Netflix, and I couldn't settle on anything. So I thought I'd just watch something that I really love to watch. So I watched Jurassic World again. And that was cool, because I think sometimes we actually have to go back to just stuff that we think we know, and we know that we like it, and we almost can let our brain shut down a bit. Sorry, I'm itching my nose because I've got cat hair up it. And when we watch something or read something, or occasionally I read the same books again, I think it allows our brain just to quieten down a bit and just chill out for a little bit and just be, rather than get all active. I really love watching the film Notting Hill. I have this weird crush on Julia Roberts and Hugh Grant, so it's like, for me, it's not really a crush so much. I do like the kind of taller geeky guy look. But anyway, so I like Notting Hill, but I couldn't find it on Netflix, and I do have it on DVD, but I don't have a DVD player in my room. So I just watched Jurassic World. I know the film inside out. I've seen it numerous times. It's got dinosaurs, which I love, and it reminded me actually that I need to. I don't know, and I'm hopeful that Wonkfest is go ahead this year, and we shall wait and see. But I do need to sew some more dinosaur patches on the dress, because I've worn the dress for 2 years in a row now. So what I've decided to do is each year just sew more dinosaurs onto it, and I found some really cool dinosaur sequin sequin. I said that really weirdly then. Patches to put on it, so I might just do that. I probably will try and limit my internet again a little bit today. I don't know what I'm in the mood for. I know we're going to go and practice some Aido today with Elliot in the garden, so that will be cool. So I hope Pudding looks like she's about to attack me. She's got her ears back, and I think her eyes look all black, don't they? Yay, I'm going to get attacked by the cat. So you all take care of yourselves, and you know, if any of you do need to reach out, then please do. I can do the listening thing too, if anyone wants to chat or message or anything like that. But you know, have a good rest of Monday, guys, and I will see you tomorrow at 4:00 for more Talking Bollocks, because honestly, I think I can probably just keep this going until we're all allowed back out again. Yeah, I know, and it is a load of bollocks that I'm talking, but I hope you will take something from it now and again. All right, stay safe, guys. See you later. Bye.